We mentioned earlier that there's going to be a runoff in the Turkish election. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the name of the guy running against Erdogan. I just can't do it.
Very hard.
It's, I don't know what to tell you, folks. If you want a show where the name, can you put it up? I mean, I can tell you his first name is Kamal. But
Kılıçdaroğlu, maybe.
Kılıçdaroğlu? Oh, well, if I knew that's what it was, I could do that.
Yeah, easy.
Kamal Kılıçdaroğlu. Yeah, I can't. Based upon the numbers in, 49.4% for Erdogan. Kamal got 44.8. You need to get over 50% for the election to be over. There was another party that got about 5%, I think. It is unclear who they're going to support, but if I had to bet, I would say Erdogan. So it could be tough. Now, Kılıçdaroğlu has claimed that there's like some outstanding ballots that have not been counted from areas where he's particularly strong. May 28th is the runoff date, so that's only 2 weeks from now. We'll see. Now, if this was America, and maybe actually he'd have a much better case. Kılıçdaroğlu would claim that the reason why he lost the election was because of Twitter. Because Elon Musk was asked by Erdogan's government essentially to restrict access to some content in Turkey on Twitter. And I guess there is a history of this with Twitter and Erdogan. I think Josh Marshall reported on this, that in 2014, Twitter was asked to censor some stuff as well. And Jack Dorsey said, no, pass on that. But Elon Musk did not. And I mean, this is, again, it is censorship. We know that Elon Musk has made a big issue of it. They released all these files to expose all of the Twitter censorship that actually took place in the context of the COVID misinformation and in the shadow banning of pictures of Hunter Biden's penis. And had the American public seen those images, they probably would not have voted for Joe Biden based upon the well-known...
The skew?
Well-known political science theory of seeing a presidential candidate's son's penis will get you less votes.
Prior to Biden, no president had ever won when the American public has seen the son's penis.
Totally. I think that is... I think that's pretty well established. But here is, and God help me, featuring a Matt Yglesias tweet. But I think this is the point. Turkish government asked Twitter to censor its opponents right before an election, and Elon Musk compiled. Should generate some interesting Twitter files reporting, because he's responding to a Twitter Global Government Affairs in response to legal process and to ensure Twitter remains available to the people of Turkey. We have taken action to restrict access to some content in Turkey.
Just some content.
And now and today, and like I wonder like what that means, like a legal process. To legal process. Unclear what that means.
Yeah, you'd think you could name the legal process.
Yeah, like is this
section of
like they've been sued, or is it just that that Erdogan said don't do this?
Come on, man.
And then Elon Musk, very sensitive. Go scroll back up for a moment,
Okay.
Because he does. He tags him. Yglesias tags him. Elon Musk responds. Oh, and Elon Musk has 2 different verifications.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Well,
What does that mean? Can you hover over the Twitter one?
Or is that just an emoji? Might just be an emoji.
I don't know what's going on there.
It's just like when you've got billions of dollars, you
Double
get a
verified.
special verified.
Good luck.
And then he goes, "Did your brain fall out of your head, Yglesias?"
Well, yeah, but that's not the point here.
Right. The choice is have Twitter throttled in its entirety or limit access to some tweets. Which do you want? So, in other words, if the requests that came from campaigns, NGOs, and I imagine also a lot of businesses to pull down tweets came with the threat of shutting down all of Twitter, it would have been okay for Twitter to assess these tweets. Now, to be fair, Donald Trump did, want tweets taken down. The ones with, like, I guess a model was mocking him or something.
Chrissy Teigen called him a bitch.
Yeah, I am. And then you start getting into First Amendment territory, because when a government does it, our government with a First Amendment, then it becomes a problem. But here's this brainiac, Elon Musk, and honestly, Atrios said it best when he put this up. He's like, I don't know if Elon is this stupid or if he just thinks that we're this stupid. And again, none of these things are mutually exclusive necessarily.
I think it's sort of like, if you were running track and field, but the hurdles were only set up like 2 feet high, you would think like, oh, hurdles are super simple, and wouldn't expect like, oh, you actually have to jump high for something.
Right. He's so dumb that he also just...
He thinks he's smart.
He thinks he's smart, and he just assumes
easy.
other people are... Yes. By free speech, he puts in quotes, I simply mean that which matches the law. I am against censorship that goes far beyond the law.
I like how putting far beyond, like, shouldn't it be beyond the law then? Why?
Right.
This is
Well, you see,
imprecise.
he's covering himself. If people want less free speech, they will ask government to pass laws to that effect. Therefore, going beyond the law is contrary to the will of the people. Now, let's be clear. There is no free speech law implicated by non-governmental agencies requesting you take stuff down. There is, the government should not be demanding you take stuff down. It is questionable whether the government can ask you to take stuff down. We know the government has at times said to news organizations, don't print this stuff.
Yeah, or can you please moderate ISIS off your platform because they're using it to recruit?
Yes. Now, I think there is an argument that this creates a chilling effect, and that may impinge upon the First Amendment. Certainly, if our government said you cannot print this, there would be First Amendment issues, and that would have to be adjudicated whether the national interest was so great that there was the courts would find an exception. But what he's talking about is complete gobbledygook. It has nothing to do with anything. There is no concept of far beyond the law. There's not even a concept of beyond the law. This is just him justifying it. He doesn't care about Turkey. And certainly, like this authoritarian, he certainly doesn't have an issue with that type of, what a joke. What a joke. Embarrassing. Almost embarrassing. No, embarrassing. Here's Wikipedia founder Jimmy Wales mocking Elon Musk when he responded to Yglesias. This is what Wikipedia did. We stood strong for our principles and fought to the Supreme Court of Turkey and won. This is what it means to treat freedom of expression as a principle rather than a slogan. Ooh. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
It's one thing if you're not going around parading as a champion of free speech and you don't
Exactly.
do anything about it.
Jimmy Wales can do so much of that. Being like, look at like, I mean, I didn't even know about this about Wikipedia, and if Elon did that, he would like you would have an entire media ecosystem calling him like the second coming.
Yeah, exactly. Because he'd be out there. I mean, you know, he would make a show of it.
But yeah, he wouldn't do it.
He doesn't care. It's embarrassing the way that people fell for that. Totally embarrassing. Open up the phone line. 646-257-3920 is the number. 646-257-3920 is the number. Here's CNN's Caitlin Collins asking Enes Kanter Freedom, the Turkish former NBA player, what he thought of Elon Musk's adherence to censorship requests from the Turkish government. This after we know that Wikipedia successfully fought an order like this, that in 2014 Jack Dorsey successfully fought an order like this, and Elon Musk not only censored the opposition in the run-up to the Turkish election, and I don't know that it made a difference in terms of the election. What we're doing is assessing Elon Musk's grand principle.
Yeah.
He's a deontologist, I've been told, right? About
free speech.
About free speech.
Yeah.
But he's acting like Thanos when he says that he's going to. Well, the only way we can keep Twitter alive is to. And you know, as a utilitarian myself, I have no problem with that necessarily. But here, and here we have Kanter Freedom commenting on this.
But I want to also ask you about Elon Musk, because Twitter said that it was going to restrict some access before Turkey's election took place. This was in the days before the voting started. Elon Musk defended it online. And basically, obviously, as you know, much of Turkey's media is under government control. What do you make of Elon Musk defending limiting access to Twitter ahead of this election?
You know, I don't want to hear about Elon Musk talking about free speech ever again. He's literally bowing down to a dictatorship. You know, Turkish government called Elon to pretty much tell him to, if you don't ban a couple accounts, that we are going to shut down the whole app in Turkey. And he picked business and money over his morals and principles. So I don't want to hear about him talking about free speech ever again. And
just for some context, like, it's not Enes Kanter Freedom isn't like this super lib like anti-Elon guy. Like he there were reports late last year that he wanted Elon to buy the NBA so he could help him get back into the league.
Yeah,
and he's like auditioning for a Fox News spot. So like he's actually pissed because he's like, wait, I actually put stock in you to like help me out, and you do this shit.
Yeah, Enes is a younger guy. He's a former NBA player, but he's still like in his 30s. So he is, I think, a little bit easily swayed on some of these issues. But this is he's right on the money here.
Totally nailed it.